Hi everybody, it's Marcy and Katherine Tilton.
Hi.
We're together in Marcy's studio and we want to share something with you that we do on a regular basis. We live together and we work in our separate studios, but we do design consults. So
All the time.
all the time we're back and forth. It's great to have a design buddy. Over the weekend, this fabric came in and I fell in love with it. It's an Italian fabric. It's a stretchy.
It's actually a denim weave.
Yeah,
It's very much like a lightweight jean fabric. Really nice.
really nice. So and I threw it in the washer and dryer, and it came out fine. I gave it a little press. The big question, of course, is what do you do with something like this? So in this case, it's I think it's 60 inches wide. And
55 inches wide,
Okay.
and the panel is 43 inches long.
so I took two panels because I want, you just dream about what do you make with it. Katherine initially said, wouldn't it make cute pants? To which I said, I don't think I want to put this on my...
If you're very thin
Yeah.
and very tall, you could
It
make
could be
pants
so
out
cute.
of these. But it'd be a great skirt.
Yeah, be a great
Really,
skirt.
really cute skirt or a coat.
Be a
if you
fantastic, like
Want
my-
a bold coat or
my
longer
coat with
jacket.
the bell shape, or your kimono
My
coat.
real simple, right,
Yeah.
right.
So-
and I have
so-
a new kimono coat coming out. It would be perfect, Dan.
So we just are considering the possibilities. I'm going to make it for me, and we're going to Paris in about 3.5 weeks. And so I want to make something I can wear in Paris. My big decision was, does it want to be a jacket or a vest? So up here behind me were two of my current patterns that I considered for a jacket. So this one is great because it's got lots of pockets, but Katherine said,
I looked at it and I said, I think that this panel fabric is a little too stiff for this.
I agree when I thought about it.
When
yeah.
you get into the pleats and this detail here, I think it's just too stiff. If you wanted to simplify it, you could do that.
Yeah,
If you
you
wanted
could.
to just squish that and cut it flat.
So then the other option was this shirt, which I love, and I've already written an article on taking half of it and making into a jacket. If I were going to use this fabric, I would probably use just the left side, which is plain, just left front and back, and probably not do a sleeve. I think I'd get more wear out of it as a vest.
As a vest, right.
She keeps telling me this, so I'm paying attention. So what I've landed on that I am going to use is, this is Broderick 5891. This is one of Katherine's patterns, and I happen to own one that she made, so I could actually try it on. And when I put it on, it was like, oh yeah, that's good. And what's good about it is it's composed of different pieces. So there's a piece here, here. If you look at the back, there's a left and right back. It's asymmetrical, so, and it's got like a peplum across the back. So,
And the good news about it is, which drove people crazy when they first started making this, is that there are no two pattern pieces alike. They're all different, which is really good with this because when you use the tissue paper pattern piece, you can see through it, so you know where to place it on the pattern, on the fabric. And looking at this, Marcy, I am struck. You could eliminate this dart and see the whole back piece as one if you wanted to.
but I like the idea of piecing it.
Piecing it,
I really do.
It's really fun.
Recently, this is one of my new patterns where I used another fabric that is from photography, and it was like a car and a street scene, and what we had to figure out is, where does the car go? You don't want the car to go in the obvious place, right at the bust or at the hip, so we put it on the upper shoulder and the front and the back, but not in quite the same spot, and it got a little bit of a hint here on the peplum. So we're going to try and repeat this kind of placement with this fabric.
So can you straighten that out and we'll start the fabric?
Yeah, so so what I've done is I've picked my size, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be a good fit. It's a loose fit. And I would start with the main pattern pieces. And I usually start with the back, but in this case, we've got a front.
This is the left front.
Yeah.
This is right, or this right front, left front.
Yeah.
And then you've got a back. Do you want the other back piece? Here's the
Sure,
other back
let's
piece.
let's just play with this because this is exactly what I'm going to do when I go to cut. So if I don't really want these people in too obvious a place, and I may want to separate them. So I kind of liked doing them on the back.
So I would actually move the pattern piece over here because
Okay.
that's the left back, and then you'll have an idea of whatever you decide to
Oh,
put,
good
how
idea.
it's going to meet up.
Yeah. And I like putting the headlamp there. And I'm also going to think about where are the light and dark portions of the actual pattern that's on the piece going to go. So here I might. So that is. So let's get the.
Now, do you want both their faces? I think both of them.
I
ought to
like
be
both
on
of
the
their
back.
faces are fine on the back.
Yeah.
And then this is pretty cool because what we're doing is, so there's the back. So this is the piece that's going to connect with the right back, the right front.
And
So,
I haven't straightened these out with the grain. You want to get them all straightened with the grain. I'm just pinning them down. So we have
just
some
to kind of
an
get an idea.
of where we want them. And do we have enough fabric? Is the fabric going to work for this piece? Blah, blah, blah.
I took 2 panels, and I really think if I were doing a jacket, I might want 3. So there's the back. So
Okay.
I kind of like having.
You don't want them in the front. You just want
No,
something
I
more.
think I might want. Well, here, this is kind of fun. You can't really tell that it's her dress. Or I might want the hand and
These aren't
the
so-
motorcycle. My friend Diane Erickson has this trick that I could do, but I'm too lazy. And that would be to take each of these pattern pieces, put it on a piece of paper, and cut out the shape of the pattern, and then move that around to figure out where it's going to go. I'm a little more random than that. But we will straighten out, make sure that everything is on grain. But I'm kind of liking that at this point. A little bit of lightness up toward the face.
Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of pins here.
And this is the bust
then-
point, so I probably don't want that headlight right on my bust, but a little below is okay. And actually, I think I
So
might...
now we're going to move it, and I pinned them so that you could move it.
Yeah. So it's just as like all temporary. So now I'm kind of liking the headlamp a little bit, not so... Give me one more pin, we'll put this here. And what we'll do is we'll place all the big pattern pieces, and then we'll plug in the smaller ones. The collar, it has peplum, it has a small, it has a big peplum pieces, and a little collar that plugs in. I am going to sew this really fast, I hope.
And post it online.
So it will be coming soon to a website, marcytilton.com, on my blog, Marcy Tilton blog.
Marcy, well, find it on
It's on
marcytilton.com.
it's on the home page on the
And-
far right navigation bar.
What is the name of this fabric?
This fabric is
I call it Jimmy and B because it reminds me of James Dean and Bridget Bardot.
and I might call it just like motorcycle fabric because it's motorcycles. Doesn't have a name yet, but it will be online soon. You can have some too. We don't have a lot, so act fast. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.